it was a tough winter.
I thought so.
I mean, I'm not a big weather complainer, but this was a tough winter. And when I drive on the streets of Belmont, they are unbelievable. The potholes, well, they say all politics is local. Are we reaping the fruits of not passing that override, about the roads override?
Well, to some extent, but it's always bad this time of year. I mean, if there's any cracks at all on a road, a winter like this with freeze and thaw cycles will open those cracks up.
I understand that, Will.
But it's a bit of both.
There are parts of School Street.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know.
That are like, a back road, the back road between Afghanistan and Pakistan. I mean, it is bad, bad, bad.
Probably be better off on that other road because at least it would be dirt, just kind of smoothed out. Those potholes will really give you a shock.
Oh.
I know. No, yeah, that's absolutely right. Certainly it reflects decisions by the voters, not to spend additional money on those things. But it goes back further than that. Decisions made 10, 15, 20 years ago to not do maintenance, and those are the ones that are really coming home to roost.
Because it is such and I don't want to talk about roads a lot, but I will just give you my opinion and you can react to it. It is such a disparity. I live near the Watertown line, the Cambridge line. It is such a disparity when you go to either of those two towns and then you come into Belmont.
Well, the truth is, both of those, certainly Cambridge and I believe Watertown, benefit from a bigger commercial tax base. I mean, Cambridge is just able to spend so much more money on everything.
Right.
They spend 2.5 or 3 times per pupil what Belmont or Arlington spend. Mm-hmm. They spend so much more on designing roads, and so they're constantly improving and upgrading their road structure. It's a beautiful thing, and I commute through Cambridge, so I appreciate it. But
well, no, you're right on the ground, as they say.
Yeah,
you were on your bicycle riding the roads.
Yeah, no, so I appreciate the pothole issue pretty personally.
Yeah.
But I think Cambridge has got a wonderful funding base, and Watertown has the malls and so forth. And that makes a big difference in terms of the ability to fund municipal services of all kinds. And it's something that Arlington and Belmont just will never have because they're fully built as residential communities. It'll always be a tougher thing to finance government.
We're trying to get some development into Belmont to fatten up the tax base, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon.
Well, I think there are some things on the horizon that are promising, but certainly with the recession, some things that we'd hoped would go forward are not going to go forward. I know the development up at McLean, that ARC, that residential development up there, is just recently starting to announce that it's not going to be able to go forward.
Really?
As a result of inability to obtain construction financing. So there's a lot of that happening now, and I don't think we'll see a big change in the structure of our tax base anytime soon.